Welcome to Mishna, study Masechet Sukkah, Perek Aleph Mishnah Bet. Over in this Mishnah, I'm going to discuss a sukkah under a tree. So, again, I got a good picture for you. How it says, Sukkatot tachat ha'ilan, ki'ilu asa'a betoch habayit. Right? If a person makes a sukkah underneath a tree, right? So you go sukkah underneath the tree, it's as if you went ahead and built it in your home, which does not count. Right? If you built a sukkah inside your house, underneath the ceiling, that does not count. So too, if you put it right underneath a tree, right, it's connected to the ground. Also over here, the sukkah would be pasul. Okay, sukkah gabe sukkah. Let's say you have one sukkah on top of another sukkah, right? Here's a great picture of it. You have one sukkah, one floor. Next upper deck, you have another floor, right? So the schach of the lower sukkah becomes the floor of the upper sukkah. What's the case over here? Right? So over here, this Mishnah, right? The upper one is kasher, right? Because that's a normal sukkah, and the lower one is pasul. Now, Rabbi Yehuda Omer, im en ba diurim ba'alyona, af hatachtona kashera. Right? If there are no residents in the upper one, right? We'll come back to this in a minute. Then even the lower one is kasher. So what do you mean if there's no residents in the upper one? So it doesn't literally mean if there's no residence up in the other one. Over here, if it's not fit for residency, if it's not fit for people to live up there, right? Then the lower one would be okay, would be kasher. Now everyone agrees that if that upper one, right, the flooring of the upper sukkah, which is the schach of the lower sukkah, right, if that flooring of the upper sukkah could hold could really hold, strong items. It could hold, pillows and cushions, easily, right? Mattresses easily. Then everyone agree that the upper one is kasher and the bottom one is pasul, right? And if it can't hold anything, right? It can't even hold pillows and cushions. Then that would mean that middle level of schach isn't considered even there, and the bottom one would be kasher and the upper one would be, pasul. So the main issue is when you have that middle layer is able to hold pillows and cushions, but right, somewhat, right, not totally. You can't really. It's not a great support, but it's able to barely hold them up. That's the mahloket over here between Rabbi Yehuda and Tanakama, right, where Rabbi Yehuda says, that if it can't hold these pillows and cushions, then the lower one would be okay. And Tanakama says that it would be that the Iluna would be, the upper one would be okay, and the bottom one would be pasul. Right? Of course, but Rambam also points out over here that we're talking about all this is on condition that the space in between the two sukkot, right, has at least 10 tefachim. But if it's less than 10 tefachim, right, then the lower one would be kasher. And halacha is not like Rabbi